What is up, YouTube? This is my first video. My name is Justin. Been lifting for about 10 years now, and I've picked up some tips and tricks along the way that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. This video is about how to grow stubborn biceps. So if that's you, pay attention. You might learn something. So first of all, the main thing that I changed was I dropped the weight. I come from a powerlifting / strength training background, so for me, using as much weight as possible was kind of the mindset I used with all of my lifts, including curls, tricep extensions, all that. And while it worked to a degree, in order for me to push myself into the next level, I needed to slow down and ensure that I was getting a full contraction and stretch, allowing my muscle to feel a full amount of tension throughout the whole exercise for basically everything, but especially for biceps because my forearms would just take over or my shoulders would do a lot of work. So once I focused on keeping tension and using a lighter weight that I could control, really control is the key of bicep growth. Allowing full tension the whole time is going to make a big difference. So the second thing I did, you'll be able to see from this video that I put up, but basically I just changed the way I was holding my dumbbell. So traditionally I would just grab my dumbbell and I would squeeze it, and that would feel okay. Sometimes it would bother my wrists. You know, I still would do my curls obviously because I wanted big fucking arms, but it wasn't working. So I found this video by Jim Stepani. I don't know if that's his real last name, but he is the guy that owns the gym pre-workout supplements, JYM. Shout out to that guy, changed my life. So basically I would just grab the dumbbell however I could before, and now what I do is I angle the dumbbell so it's sitting at kind of like a 45-degree angle, and it's basically like the weight is sitting in the base or the palm of my hand. And I specifically use this mostly for preacher curls, single arm preacher curls. I'll put a video up so that you can see what I'm talking about. So I use this and it helps me keep tension on my biceps the whole time. It makes such a big difference. It makes preacher curls finally actually hit my biceps the whole time. Okay, so the next thing that I found to be really important for me was I found what exercises work for me. The 2 to 3 main ones that really have made a big difference for me is starting my bicep workout with preacher dumbbell curls. This allows me to isolate the bicep immediately without having any sway. It also helps me to kind of warm up my biceps. I'm hitting them directly, you know, it just allows me to exhaust the muscle in as strict of a way as possible, and it makes a big difference. So as you can see in the video, I'm not necessarily going all the way out with that. I'm just going until I feel like the range of motion is exhausted. Now with this, you should start light, especially if this is something you're not good at already. But of course, the goal is progressive overload. The other exercise that I really like is the barbell curl. I also do the dumbbell curl, but I do it in the exact same way. And I just pin my elbows to my side, like in this clip, and I just focus on keeping tension and keeping my arm out in front of me. I don't let my elbows come back, and I don't let my elbows come up as I finish the rep. That brings me to my next point, progressive overload. Now, this is important all the time, but I had an idea, a foolish idea, that basically the only way to progress is by adding more weight week to week. Well, first of all, adding another rep, like if you do a set with a 25-pound dumbbell for 10 reps and you do it for 11 the next week, that's progress, and that's good progress. When you're actually gaining muscle and you're not just having neural adaptations, they're going to be really slow. And one extra rep is phenomenal. you should be really happy with that. So that kind of helped me progress my movements slow so that I can keep having good, high quality sessions week in and week out. Now this is pretty much all that I did. Of course, there's a lot to be said about protein. There's a lot to be said about getting proper sleep, all that. But as far as training goes, these are the things that work for me. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna try making some new YouTube videos. I've never really done it, so if this sucks, my bad. I'm working on it. I've got a lot of information to share and I'm excited to create some stuff. So peace out. My name is Justin. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day.